All right, what is up, y'all? It's your boy, not Skinny Penis, but oh, I probably shouldn't say that within the first minute. That's fine, whatever. It's your boy, Easy Reg, coming at you with a quick little video. If you guys are tuning in for the first time, which I think all of you should be tuning in for the first time, seeing that it is the first video on this channel, welcome. Uh, this is going to be a little fun thing that I usually do every Saturday. I usually kind of just like kick back with some lo-fi beats. You can relax, chill, study to, do whatever, and play a little bit of zombies. So without further ado, let's get into it and watch this spooky cutscene, even though there's nothing to it. It's a shame that I didn't have this whole rig set up by Halloween, because I was going to probably do like a spooky ween premiere or whatever, but that's okay, no big deal. Doesn't make it any less special. So to give you guys a little bit of background as to what this is, and who I am, as I said before, my name is Easy Reg. I'm a young millennial in the world of 2020, trying to make it, every step of the way. And the idea of this channel really the idea of this video kind of came in like not a feverish dream or anything like that, but like kind of a low place in my life where, to give you a little bit more background about myself, I'm an actor and singer in a large city in the U.S. and around the time of we're gonna call it the sickness, because I'm not entirely sure if YouTube is demonetizing videos for calling it what it is yet, but during the time of the sickness I actually wound up losing my job. And so that took like a really hard hit for me, because I kind of prided myself in my job and my work and what I did, but at the same time, like the work that I did was very like up close and personal with people. So with the sickness kind of coming along, it was kind of like, well, okay, I get why I don't have my job or the ability to do my job anymore, because just the nature of what my job is. But it didn't have any less of an effect on my life, just because it was just like, okay, now I'm pretty inactive because I don't have a day job kind of like keeping myself busy, or keeping myself like active and doing something. But at the same time, I also don't have theater, which is something I super enjoyed. Like I've always enjoyed kind of like creating theater and like doing theater, and just like, I don't know, being in entertainment, like an entertaining light in people's lives. And so because theater was gone, because of the sickness, it was kind of hard for me to kind of pick the pieces back up. And so my mental health like took a very hard turn for the worse. And I was just kind of like, okay, I feel down, I feel sad, I'm consistently applying for jobs and no one's really like picking up the phone, which sucks. It completely sucks. And like, people close to me were like, okay, what do you want to do? Like, you have pretty much all this time on your hands. What kind of energy do you want to put that to now? And I was like, I feel like I watch, so many streams. Like, I'm not like steady on YouTube or anything like that. It's just kind of like, I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube, and I was kind of like, I kind of want to just, I watch a lot of streams and stuff like that. I wonder if I could actually like get into streaming, So I started, bought my own capture card, realized that my puny little laptop is really good for like office stuff and not like not like the complicated stuff that comes with streaming. So like being able to have a strong enough CPU to like even process like HD imaging and stuff like that. So I don't, I kind of got bummed out by that, and I was like, oh shoot, I don't know where to turn. But luckily, I was able to find a way to stream without that. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm just gonna use this then. So I started recording and kind of just building stuff like, building up a network for the most part. Just kind of creating some stuff, not really for the sake of like getting a bunch of views or anything like that, but I think more of just like building a platform to kind of talk about mental health, because I feel like we don't have that opportunity to do that, or it's like one of those conversations that we kind of shy away from because it's like, oh well, that's a dark conversation, I don't want to actually talk about like the things that make me sad or the things that disappoint me, or like I don't want to be a bummer throughout the week, you know what I mean? But in reality, I think these are conversations that we still kind of need to have with ourselves, if not someone else. Because I think a large part of the healing process, especially with mental health, is to really talk about the things that are bothering you. To really be open about some of the things that are bothering you. Because if they bother you, they're important, honestly. And so I think in my sad time with mental health, where my mental health was truly at the lowest, I was kind of like, I just feel like nobody gets it, that like I can talk into the ether about it or something like that, but I feel like there's just a world of people around me where no one really gets it. And that wasn't entirely true. I think there were people around me who got, what I was going through and everything like that, but it still felt like nobody got it. Or it felt like I just couldn't talk about it to anyone, and so I kind of wanted to create a channel more or less in that vein where I got the ability to kind of talk aloud, to you guys, the audience, as well as you guys kind of get an opportunity to talk to me. What clip was uploaded to Xbox Live? Okay. I'm not sure what that was. I'll probably check that out later. But yeah, so that's kind of the purpose of this channel, to be able to, kind of create an environment to, not to get on my soapbox and talk about my problems, but also for you guys to kind of open the floor, and also, give the opportunity for you guys to, if there's something like crummy in your life going on right now, and you're like, I really wish I had someone out there to talk this about to have that ability to just kind of be like, I really want to talk to a friend about this, like this thing's really making me sad, and I wish that, I had the ability to slow down. I had the ability to just, one, slow down and be able to kind of talk this out with somebody, and, hopefully somebody who also gets it, or somebody out there who's maybe sharing, what's going on in my life, and maybe they get it too, and as well as just an ability to like kind of talk openly about your day, your week, because I think there are times where we're like, oh, we have to say great things about our day, or we can't really talk about the bad stuff, but in reality we just have to. So I'm hoping that this will kind of be a world where people kind of get to talk about that kind of stuff, and like to be very open, and I don't know, to learn something about yourself, because it's part of the process of self-care. Truly, I think that is. I was in a thing that happened recently that was called, it's pretty much called like 1 Minute Play Festival, and there was a talk back afterwards, and I don't remember how we got on the topic, but it was very interesting that we got on the topic. It was the topic of self-care, and it was a conversation that kind of opened my eyes, just because what was said about self-care was really opening. Because I think a lot of us think that self-care is, doing what feels comfortable, you know what I mean, or like taking care of yourself and like making yourself feel comfortable and everything like that. Whereas that's not entirely. Basically, the conversation kind of delved into the idea of, yes, there shouldn't be comfort. There shouldn't be so much comfort in self-care. In the sense where, what am I trying to say with this? Self-care should be more about growth than like comfort in where you are. So like, yes, you should. Yes, we believe that self-care itself should like involve some form of comfort, but in reality, it's about growth and happiness. That is really important about self-care, and so that kind of changed my vision, especially on like the topic of self-care, because I didn't really think of it that way before. I think I always just kind of thought of it as comfort, it's, I want to do what feels comfortable, but in reality, I think there's a large part of self-care that's not just comfort. I think it's also just being able to be real with yourself and, and honestly give yourself the ability to grow and try to grow as a person. And that really rung with me, just because it's such a strong message, and it really redirects and guides what self-care is. And I think that's super important just to kind of keep in mind, as we, wherever we are in our journeys in life, that, while we want to be comfortable within our spiritual journeys, that should not be the goal of it. At least within like self-care, like what we want to be comfortable in our self-care, that can actually be damaging. This is bad. Oh man. So yeah. Some food for thought. Along with that, so yeah, I hope that wherever you guys are in this moment, you are taking the moment for self-care, to truly kind of reconnect where you are with your life and where you want to go with your life too. I think as I kind of talked about, with the whole sickness and getting down with it and everything like that, I think one thing that really helped me reconnect was the fact that when I lost my job and when I lost my outlet, like the theater, I didn't really have like a sense of purpose. I kind of felt like I was just floating, and it was a nightmare just to feel like you're floating, like you're just floating in midair and like you're just kind of waiting out the clock to kind of figure out where to go from there. I don't know why they gave me Deadshot Daiquiri. I am not happy about that. Whatever, it's fine. But I think I was talking about something with time. But with me losing my job with due to the sickness and then me losing my outlet, I truly was just kind of like spinning the gears and like looking for something to sustain me, you know, looking for something to kind of keep me busy. And I just struggled with it because it was like, I think I'm a very giving person. Um, I'm a very giving person in the sense that I want to give. I love giving comfort. I love being able to kind of like, I don't know, see smiles on people's faces and everything like that. And like, I don't know, a tribute to like a job well done. You know what I mean? Like especially with work, I did that a lot where, you know, a lot of the work that I did was in like customer service and stuff like that. And, you know, like I really always felt good when I was able to help somebody and it was like a job well done. I was like, yeah, I did it. But now that I don't really have that because I don't have a job, and I wasn't able to kind of find that vein and that ability to like, ooh, fear camo. I wasn't able to, you know, like fulfill that. I felt empty. You know, I felt like the one thing that I really enjoyed doing was gone. And it hurt, and you know, it hurt. It truly made me feel aimless. And so, you know, with the sickness, back up. Sorry, zombies getting way too close. Getting way too close, friends. It gave me a moment to kind of like reconnect with, you know, the important things in my life and being like, okay, where do I want to go from here? You know, like, where do I truly want to go with, you know, where I'm existing and where I'm kind of going with my life and everything like that. Double tap. And so it gave me that ability to kind of reconnect with myself and kind of to be real. What's important? You know, specifically, I think, along with that whole vein, it gave me the ability to kind of like really reprioritize my own mental health. Which I don't know if anybody's, you know, struggling with their own mental health. Just to be open and honest, I suffer from major depressive disorder and anxiety. And I'm not really ashamed of it. I'm ashamed that I didn't take it more serious than I did until this moment. Just because I think I only began to take it as serious as I do when it got like that bad. You know what I mean? I wish that, you know, I kind of took it a little more serious before this, because honestly, I think I would have been in such a better place to kind of like talk about these situations, and maybe, you know, I would have been able to handle inactivity and like find and connect the things that I really enjoy doing a lot sooner than I did, but I didn't. And that's not exactly like the bad thing or the worst thing or anything like that. It was just like a very unfortunate thing. But that's okay, you know. I don't know. It's not the end of the world, I don't think. Like, I think, you know, even though I was able to find kind of like my own journey and my own, you know, spiritual reconnection, and the importance of where my life is and what I wanted to do with my life. It's not exactly like the end of the world. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, okay. Why I got that instead. I was able to at least, like, again, reconnect and reprioritize, you know, the things that are really important to me. And I'm happy to say that. Let's see what gobblegums are going to give me. Give me something good. Sure. Actually, really helpful because I don't have Jug. But yeah. along with that, I know I've talked a lot, and I hope that, I hope this is finding you in a really good place, or at least a happier place, or at least a place where you just need to hear something. You need to hear, somebody else's struggle in their own journey. Past that struggle, I don't. Let me also say that I don't think my struggle is done. While I am in a much better place than I was back in the day, I don't exactly think like my journey or my own journey with my own mental health is done exactly, because I think it's definitely something that takes years to kind of learn and work through, and really kind of rebuild yourself into the person that you really want to be. But I'm glad that I am at least on this journey now with myself. And I hope that you guys kind of find, that space to kind of have that journey as well. Like, I encourage you, in the comments to kind of, talk about your week, talk about, some of the good things that happened, especially during your week, or some of the bad things that happened during your week. The things that you wish kind of were a little bit different, or kind of a lot different. And, just have that ability and that opportunity to kind of talk about, the week. Because I think, sometimes we really internalize some of the things that happen. Like, and I think also we kind of don't give ourselves credit when we deserve it. Like, for example, I think a lot about, the life where I am and everything like that. I think specifically about how, I'm a young millennial in the year of our Lord, 2020, and I was able to move to my own city, and have been living here with my girlfriend for 2 years, and sure, it's had its ups and downs. I mean, it has had its ups and downs consistently, but like, blow them up. And it's had its ups and downs consistently, but like, I'm still able to, really change my life, and really go out. And I remember, setting the goals and being like, all right, this is what I want to do by the time of XYZ. Like, this is by this year's time. I was like, all right, I want to do this, and then I did it. And I remember looking back, because I wrote kind of like a goal journal and everything like that, and I remember looking back at that goal journal and being like, wait, I completed this. Like, I wanted to be able to act in another city and like kind of start a career in a different city. And granted, that has totally been like derailed because of the sickness. But I was still able to do it, like, to be able to set that goal for myself, and to finally kind of just grow as a person and finally get to a, new and better spot in my life. And I was like, this is fun. This is great, like, to be able to credit yourself. So if there's something cool that happened in your life this weekend, or this week even, that was like like, I don't know, knitted a scarf. You know what I mean? Like, I created something really cool. I knitted a scarf and, or made a cake, or, I don't know, went for a jog for the first time in, like, days, months, years. Like, credit yourself, take those little victories. I shouldn't even call those little victories. Those are victories, period. Like, they're a victory no matter how big or how small. Because those are important. I think, and maybe this is just me, maybe this is you guys at home as well. I think we don't really take the victories that we do get. Actually, I'm just gonna buy ammo for this gun, because it's not like I can pack anything, because I think we stick our minds so closely in the negative, um, specifically with, you know, like just with things going on. I mean, there was at one point, you know, whenever I talk to friends, I kind of like refer to the sickness as just like a wide gesture, where I kind of just like take my arms and gesture widely at like the world, because, you know, truly there are no words for it. But I think I don't know. I think there are a lot of there's been a lot of cool and interesting things that have come out of this, and there have been like a lot of great victories. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like I kind of rediscovered a really a surprising love for like baking. You know, my girlfriend, she had her birthday in October, and because of personal reasons, I missed her birthday, and for her birthday, I really wanted to make her a cake, and I was really excited to make this cake because I was planning on making it from scratch, and due to the fact that, you know, I didn't exactly have a job at the point, and, you know, straight for the dingo. I like the dingo. And due to the point, you know, because I didn't have a job at the time and everything, I didn't want to exactly like go out and buy all of the materials to make like a full cake from scratch. So I just bought 2 boxes of regular cake mix, which, you know, nothing wrong with regular cake mix. I mean, it's designed specifically to be yummy and delicious, and it's really hard to mess up a dessert. Nevertheless, I wound up baking her a layered cake, and then I wound up making like a mint icing with it, that I made from scratch, and I was unbelievably impressed because I got like the mint, like the level of mint mixed in there really well. Like it wasn't like overwhelming, which was super awesome. I was like, yeah, like I did that, you know. I'm really glad I did that and everything. And like that was something I took as like a very like small victory. Did I get that? Okay, thank God. Thought I just missed that insta kill. Could you believe, y'all? If I just like got so caught up in talking about mint icing that like, you know, I just didn't grab that insta kill. Oh boy. But yeah, like, you know, I took that as a victory. So truly, if you have a victory, you know, that you just want to celebrate or just like want to talk about, you know, chat that in the comments. Or if you had like a really hard week and like things just did not go your way, and you wish that things were different, leave that in the comments too. You know, like, my goal for this video is that not even that I want like thousands of hundreds of thousands of views, but I just want like a lot of love and support in the comments, because I think we all deserve it. Specifically, we are all, you know, we are all humans. We are all, I hope you're all kind and, you know, kind humans, and we all deserve support and love. And I think that's my goal with all of this. I would love to see like loads of love and support in the comments, you know, from even just like the kindest of strangers, you know, just to be able to be like, oh yeah, you know, I care about this person, or even I hear this person. I hear this person struggle, and I want to be able to at least hear this person struggle. That's something that, you know, I would love to see. Just because I think, you know, where we are right now, man, I think a lot of love and support is always really needed, and always something to kind of keep in mind. So yeah, I'm gonna talk a little bit about this game. So, fun story. I guess it also kind of ties in with like, you know, my own personal story and everything like that. I actually just recently bought this game, so that's why you're seeing like, you know, all those pop-ups about like level 7, level 8, yada yada yada. I recently bought this game, just because when it first came out, I was super not interested in Black Ops 3. I thought it didn't hold a candle to Black Ops 2 or Black Ops, mainly because of the story. I mean, granted, let's be real, Black Ops 2 story sucked too, but like, I was just kind of like, this video is kind of whack, you know, I don't like this, yada yada yada, and I saw a lot of like playthroughs and everything like that, and I was like, this sucks, you know, so I just never bought it, but then I kind of like reconnected, so every once in a while, we should probably switch over to the dingo, yeah, every once in a while, I'll kind of like fall in and out of love with zombies, and so I started watching a lot of like zombie playthroughs and a lot of zombie Easter eggs and stuff like that, and I was kind of like, oh, well, this actually doesn't look that bad, you know, specifically with zombies, and so I wound up kind of just like rebuying, wound up actually just buying Black Ops 3 for the first time, and then I started playing through it, and specifically I played through the campaign. If you guys want, I mean, I have Black Ops 1, 2, and 3. I could play through all 3 of those campaigns and give you all my hot takes on what I think about each and every game. Yeah, so I wound up like playing this game, and oddly enough, actually falling in love with like the gunplay in this. Like, for example, the gun I'm holding right now, bless that liquid divinium, bless it. The gun that I'm holding right now is the KN-44, and truly, the KN-44 is my baby. I love this gun. Like, it's such a good, well-balanced gun, and it just feels good shooting it, and it's like, oh yeah, this is the money shot right here. You know what I mean? And so, you know, it just kind of fell in love with this game, oddly enough. Like, you know, I was like, oh god, this is so much fun. I mean, I got the Zombie Chronicles DLC, so I got like to play like a new remastered version of Kino der Toten, which I wish I actually didn't play that, so I could actually have like my first reaction to it. But now I've played it so much that I'm kind of like, well, you know. But hey, I mean, if this video itself gets enough like support, I might play some other rounds of Kino der Toten, Ascension, maybe not Shangri-La. Maybe do a little bit of Origins as well. Shadows of Evil, Get Rise, you know, play the good ones. I also, okay, so also to tell you what kind of person I am, I also love Nuketown Zombies, right? Nuketown Zombies was my jam. Absolutely cool. Just kicked butt every time. I guess that also kind of laments on like what kind of person I am as well. I'm gonna actually pop this real quick. Give me gun. Thank you. I should rebuy it. I have the points actually. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, they're coming. Alright, but I have never been like a big person for like competitive play, just because like competitive play never has interested me. I've been much more of like I'm just gonna kick back and lazy play, or other than that, do like ooh, shoot. I do not have jug. I cannot afford that. Ooh. Cannot afford bad gameplay. You guys will think badly of me, and I don't want that. But I've never been like a competitive play person. I've very much been like a solo player or co-op kind of person. So I've never really played a lot online. But like the times that oh god, okay, thank god. Oh god. The times that I have played online, I really should probably open up the map. Sorry, I'm thinking like out loud while also trying to talk to you guys about my story. Sorry for getting so distracted. I truly have a squirrel mind. Okay. But I would always like, play online. If I was playing online, I would love to play co-op. I've never been like a huge person to play like multiplayer. So like, multiplayer Call of Duty actually kind of like just zones me out super hard. Like, I'm super not interested in it. I think it's super not like fun. Just because like, a lot of people like, I don't know, making it this huge competition, and I'm just like, that's not fun for. I feel like that's never fun. God. It's probably gonna happen, especially with Jug. Without Jug, rather. Ooh, this is bad. Okay. Yeah, this might. Okay, pop this. You can't see me. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, man. Okay. Let's pop a couple grenades. Sorry, I've zoned in, so, like, there will be no more chatting. Oh, this is it, kids. That's okay. I have time to talk. I never like really enjoyed like online play or anything, just because I feel like it's such like a competitive place. And I'm just like, dude, I'm just here to vibe. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very much like a co-op or a just like a solo play, because I just don't need like like, oh, this hostility and everything. I'm like, dude, I'm just here to play. Like, I'm just here to chill in Cedar Rapids and like play video games or whatever. Like, I'm not here for like the hard competition. So like, I just never really played online. But Zombies was such a like different connection for me that I enjoyed it. I just enjoyed being like, oh, cool, I'm gonna play this online and I'm just gonna have fun and just, I don't know, enjoy my time, rather than being like, oh, I have to worry about this, that, or the other. I'm actually gonna do the gobble gum later. What is the Pathfinder? Really? That's super easy. All right, cool. Yeah, but I guess we're just gonna go back into Nacht. I think I'm gonna do a zombies map for each Saturday. So if you like this content, first off, hit that like button, or at least high five that like button, show it your support. And then if there's something you want me to talk about in like a later video or something like that, or get my hot, juicy, steamy take on, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I'll give you a little chat. And I'll talk about that topic or whatever pops up in my mind specifically. So so if you're interested in this kind of content, you like doing this on some Saturday mornings, then hell yeah, dude, come on in and let's talk about some stuff. So yeah, let's get a gobble gum. Gobble gum, always done swiftly. I feel like that would be a lot more helpful in later rounds, but that's fine. But yeah. What's you guys' favorite map? I'm just curious, because I feel like there are a lot of like zombie players out there, and some people love like watching a map, or some people like playing a map or whatever. I think one of my favorite maps is Untoten. I played it so much that it's almost like second nature to me now. Like, truly, it's like, all right, let's go to, let's take the door to the right and move it all the way around to the theater, and then we turn on the lights, and then we open no other doors. So then we can just kind of like create our gravy train on stage, create a real show on stage. It's funny that that's one of my favorite maps, and I'm an actor. I swear that's not the reason, but like, ironic, isn't it? With actually, you know what? Because this is my channel and I can do what I want. I'm actually going to talk about my favorite three. I really like. I really like Nacht. That's always been like a really fun map for me. I think Shadows of Evil. I honestly I love Shadows of Evil. It looks like so much fun. It's so enjoyable. And like the story lead up to it is so like I don't know, compelling. You know, it's so like interesting that you've got these 6 characters that are not Richthof and Tank, Nikolai and Takeo. That you're just kind of invested in them. Oh no. Oh, I almost forgot my favorite. No, I didn't. We're still in the top 3. It's fine. But then there's also another map that does the same thing is what's it called? Come on, give me the name. Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead is another one of my favorites. Just because it brings in such a cool cast of characters, and I don't know if this is like when they actually plan to kind of connect the stories together and everything like that, but like Mob of the Dead is such a fun map, with like such a lively, fun cast of people. You know, like they brought in so many people, and they were like, "All right, let's create some shit," and it's so cool. It's so much fun too, and so like you know, I really enjoy Mob of the Dead for what it is. I know I'm probably gonna get some like juicy comments about like you didn't list Origins, and I was like, yeah. It's not that I don't like Origins. Please understand that I love. Oh, I need a new gun. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, kids. It's fine. Don't worry about it, kids. It's art crawl. That's art crawl. It's fine. But I like Origins. I think the thing about Origins, I just had really shitty experiences with Origins. So fun fact that you're probably gonna rake me over the coals and say like you're not real zombies YouTuber, and granted you're right. I have never completed the Origins Easter egg. So I've only done Mob of the Dead. But that doesn't mean I don't like any of the other Easter eggs. Like I perfectly like all of the Easter eggs and everything like that. It's just, again, I don't play a lot of online play again. Fun, the Locust. Definitely gonna have fun with this gun. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, we definitely have fun with a fucking sniper. And Nacht Toast in the year of our Lord 2020. Oh, how did I miss? Okay. I was talking about something. It's not that I don't like Origins. I actually really do like Origins. I love like the staffs and everything like that. I think like I've had a lot of like non-fun experiences with Origins solely because of like, you know, the Easter egg and like you have to do this, and like specifically I've also tried to complete the Easter egg on my own, which is so hard. Like I see all these zombies YouTubers be like, oh yeah, I did it by myself, and you know, here's a guide to do it, and I was just like, how possibly have you done this? Oh wow, I got 50 kills with the Locust. Wow, look at me. I'm a pro gamer. Oh, fun. The ray gun. Definitely not a bad weapon. The splash damage with the ray gun makes this awful, and the fact that I don't think you can get PhD flopper on this map makes it legitimately worse. But no, it's a wonder weapon, so like it's not bad. It can never be bad. Definitely couldn't be bad. Just like the jet gun in transit definitely was a wonder weapon technically, and it also sucked. Can you imagine having a weapon that's like in your hands and just breaks because you've used it too much? And then the users and like the fucking developers that have the fucking audacity to say, oh, it's a good weapon. It's not that bad of a weapon. It's actually a perfect weapon. It's like, no, it's not. It sucks. Yeah, sorry I got into a long tangent. There may have been an important message that I was just talking about, and then I got into talking about like the locust and the ray gun. Sorry, I just lost consciousness and started talking about like these two awful guns. What were we talking about again? Okay, no. In all seriousness, in all real seriousness, I hate the locust. Not the locust. I don't hate Origins. It's just I've had like really shitty experiences with Origins, and like I guess Origins is really not one of those laid-back maps, and so like I'm always like stressed out trying to like complete the Easter egg by myself. Like there's so many steps in the beginning that you have to complete that if you don't complete them, it's just like, oh, well, you're screwed. And it's like, I don't know. Sometimes that doesn't make the map fun because like and maybe there is a way to just kind of like play Origins and not have to worry about the Easter egg. Be like, oh, you have to do this, but in reality, you have to worry about the Easter egg because there are no wall buys in that game that you can get by round 6 before the Panzer shows up. So it's just kind of like, okay, well, I have to figure out a way to get a staff as soon as possible, but also like I have to earn up enough points in order to get the staff as soon as possible. So it's just a hard It's not a bad. Honestly, it's not a bad map for me. It's just so. It's so much that like my little lo-fi mind cannot handle. Like so. Yeah. So there's my hot take. If you liked my hot take, make sure to smash that like button. Also, give a nice high five to that subscribe button. And also comment about what parts of my hot take you think are correct. And if you didn't like my hot take, make sure to smash that like button. Also hit that subscribe button and talk about what parts you didn't like about my hot take. And if you do not care about my hot take and you just wanted me to play zombies while listening to lo-fi, make sure to hit that like button. Also to high five that subscribe button, and then comment in the chat, shut up, I just want to watch you play zombies. And I swear I will stop talking about zombies. So yeah. Yeah. I'm almost at a loss of what to talk about now, just because I was just like, wow, I really did pop off about like 5 to 6 subjects all in the span of 1 minute, and God, I hope it made a coherent sentence. But yeah, I really actually enjoyed Black Ops 3. It's such a fun zombies experience. The campaign is just trash. And you know what? No, I'm gonna save that hot take for later. Maybe if you guys are super interested and you're like commenting and you're like, wait, no, Reggie, what's your... Oh, why haven't I gotten the perk yet? I also feel like I have been playing this game for eternity, when in reality, I've probably only been playing it for like 15 minutes? Yeah. 15, maybe 20 minutes. But I'm actually going to save that hot take. Now, if you guys really want me to give the hot takes about what I think about the Black Ops 3 campaign, then make sure to smash that like button. And I will you make sure to smash that like button and leave a comment about like why don't you like, you know, that campaign, and I will give you the hot juicy deets. Let's see what the gobblegum blesses me with. Dr. Monty, what you give? Ooh, eye candy. A fun one. Pop that bad boy. Oh, dude. I probably should get out of this corner. Oh, I don't think I have enough points. I do have enough points to get ammo. Man, I really gotta fucking... Let's get more ammo. What? I have to... Gimme. Okay. But yeah. I hope this finds you, like, at least in a safe spot, man. I use man, but in reality I should probably be using a more gender-neutral term. Friends? Friends? Homies? Is homies gender-neutral? You know what? For the fact of this video, I'm gonna use homies, and hope that's like a gender-neutral term. Because I think, you know, I want to be accepting of everyone. Because there are so many walks of life around the world that, you know, are probably going to be watching this. I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'm also going to be realistic and realize that, you know, YouTube exists in a very large realm. It's not just, you know, it's not just my country of the U.S. Yeah, it's not my country, 'tis of thee, you know, it's so, you know, maybe somebody else will be watching this, and, you know, they'll like to be called something cool. Not maybe not homies, but, friends. Friends. I like friends. No, I honestly, no offense, y'all, I'm gonna stick with homies. Unless you all are like, don't stick with homies, do something else. Which, totally. Ooh, the Man of War. I never used this weapon a lot. I think it was turned off by this weapon just because it has such a slow rate of fire. And so I never really thought it was that good. But maybe it is really good. Maybe you guys are like, crazy Reggie. It's actually a delicious weapon. And it's like, alright, cool, whatever, man. Sorry. Yeah. Whatever. I don't think it's a great weapon. I think it's, you know, just okay. But, anywho's. I feel like I've talked over this music so much that I'm not really like, giving the music like the vibe that it deserves. Oh, also, if you do like this music, please feel free to check in the description below. I've linked the artist's page on YouTube, as well as the video that I took this music from. And you know, just give them a listen. I mean, they work really hard to kind of build up this compilation. So create, you know, support artists. Artists support artists in the long scheme. So yeah. Man, these zombies are... Okay, again, I know I've only been playing for like what is the equivalent of like 20 minutes now. At least for this round of zombies. Because I know I played a previous round. Of course you played a previous round. You guys saw it. But I feel like this has gone on forever. Like, the zombies are slow. I think that's the downside with this map. I mean, outside of the fact that there's no pack on this, but because, you know, it's the OG map. Let's look in the different color. Ooh, green. What do we got? What's my last perk? Let's see. Oh, Deadshot Daiquiri. Definitely helpful right now. Definitely. Um, oh boy. Um, yeah, I kind of wish I had a jug. I don't think I've gotten jug this entire time. Oh, they're blue?
Oh yeah.
Um, so yeah, I don't know. I feel like this round has gone on forever, which is, I guess, the downside to Nacht in this game. Like, it's a wonderful remaster, and honestly, like, if you're just playing solo online, it's a nice way to kind of build up some like liquid divinium, and just like, make more. Oh, y'all. Alright, I have a love and hate relationship with Widow's Wine, but I'm gonna finish my first thought on like why Nacht was a close but not quite. I like Nacht just because like again, it's also a quick way to just kind of like farm up a lot of liquid divinium or just kind of like get some play in yourself. But along with that, they only do a 4 perk limit, which sucks. I think you should be able to have as many perks as you want. Along with the fact that, because it's an OG map, you also don't get Jug. Which is, I do. It just also kind of sucks. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, no, give me Jug or give me Death. Along with the fact that you don't get access to Pack-a-Punch. Because, like, if you don't have access to Pack-a-Punch, like, truly there is only a certain number of rounds where you can survive. And then finally, there's no real train spots in here, so, like, the best spot to really kind of, like, post up is you get, like, some, a good DPS weapon, so, like, get an LMG or something like that, and then, like, the Ray Gun Mark II, and literally post up here and just, like, kind of just, fight your war, until your guns run dry. I will say they at least understood the struggle and were kind of like, alright, we get it. What the fuck is... Oh, the bootlegger. Nice weapon. Actually, I don't mind the bootlegger. The bootlegger's kind of fun. I'm just not going to use it. Not over the Man of War. And I'm probably going to keep the KN-44 just because I can just buy more ammo for it. So, like, it helps me kind of get the higher rounds. But yeah, I think that's the disappointing part of Nacht. What is that? The Brim? I think that I'll switch out for. Yeah, because again, I need another DPS weapon. What better one than the BRM? Outside of the... hell, I don't even know. There are probably some other big damage per second weapons, but not that I can think of. We're going to see in a different color. What color is this one? They're coming. What is it? Purple? Red? That's not red. Fucking stupid. Blue? I think that's blue. I meant blue and for some reason said red. Truly, you are listening to the ramblings of a madman as he plays zombies over lo-fi chill beats that you can rap, study, relax to, and or lose your mind to as you play zombies. And here we are, choosing the latter. the last, like, recommendation instead of, I don't know, just not doing that. Boy, I do have speed cola. Even with speed cola, this reload takes forever. Honestly, I think I'm gonna use the can. Yeah. I think I already talked about, like, my love for the can. 44. Truly it is my weapon of choice. I don't think I would choose any other weapon. Let's throw a Widow's Wine. Oh, it did get somebody. Cool. Hell yeah, I knew it would. Okay, let's yeah, again, seriously don't like the fact that you can only carry 4 perks. Um, I think you should be able to carry more. I'm not gonna switch for the STG. Yeah. No, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. If you're wondering why I'm trying to buy so much stuff, it's actually just because I'm also farming for liquid divinium. But yeah, man, if anybody out there is still playing, you know, Black Ops 3 Zombies or even Black Ops 2 Zombies in the year of our Lord 2020, and they're interested in, and you're kind of in the same boat as I am, and you haven't really completed any of the E's, feel free to kind of, feel free to drop your gamer tag or reach out to me and say, hey, you know, man, I watched your video, I really like your stuff, or I don't like your stuff, but I do need friends to play, you know, zombies with. Do you mind if we, you know, do some E? Ooh, hello. Hello, sisters. Anyway. But yeah, just drop your, you know, drop your gamer tag in the chat, or not in the chat, but in the comments, or if you just want to like send a message to me over, you know, YouTube or something like that. Please feel free. I'm not doing anything right now, so you know, feel free to kind of like leave your, not like leave your personal information or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but if you're looking for somebody to play with or something like that, you know, mainly I'm on Xbox, but feel free to, you know, say, hey man, we're planning on doing, I don't know, Shadows of Evil EE. You down? And I'll be like, sure, let's rock it, you know. Because again, I'm not really doing anything, so like if you're interested or whatever, feel free, you know. Yeah, we'll kick it and we'll enjoy some time. But yeah. So, again, I hope that, you know, in an odd space, this has kind of brought you a little bit of like, I don't know, comfort, joy, solace, to be able to kind of like sit back and listen to this, play the game, you know, watch me play a game, talk about my own mental health, my, you know, who I am, what I'm doing, where am I going with my life, right? I feel like that's always the question. All right, can I get it? Nope. Yes. Oh, I also didn't mention my hot take. So I have a love-hate relationship, and this is with like monkeys, and this is like a love-hate relationship with both monkeys and Widow's Wine, because I recognize them both as like very helpful, right? Like super helpful. But also they like create this false sense of security for me, where I'm like, oh, if I have Widow's Wine, I can just get whacked around like 30 different times. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna live forever. Whereas in reality, I'm not. Like, I'm going to get hit, you know. And same thing with monkey bombs. Like, if I try to like, I'm desperately like almost surrounded, and so I'm like trying to throw a monkey bomb or whatever. Oh God, this is gonna be a problem. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Whoa, Yankee with no rum. Yeah, I'm very. Oh God, this is it. Ooh, this is it, kids. Oh, it isn't. Yeah. Me shit talking the fucking. Me shit talking Widow's Wine. Also getting saved by Widow's Wine. You'd love to see it, man. You'll love to see. Stan, we again, we have a love-hate relationship for Widow's Wine, but boy howdy do we stan it. We truly stan our kings and queens and our non-binary royalty. Okay. I should get something. You know what? I'm gonna see what other color you can be. tweet. Let's see if I can farm for more liquid divinium. God, I really wish I didn't have Deadshot, and I really, oh God, I still have a quick revive. I don't think it'll really matter, especially in these higher rounds, but hey, it'll keep me in the fight, I guess. God dang it. Okay, let me throw this here. No, I shouldn't have done that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Wait, I just realized that I could yeah, I really... Okay. I just realized I could technically just, like, stand in this corner, and every time I get hit and, like, lose all of my Widow's Wine grenades, I can just buy more. That's genius. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, me out here big braining. Galaxy brain. Why aren't you dead? Stupid crawler. God. Oh God, why are you all here? Okay, can I get more points, please? Fuck, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it. Yeah, there are way too many zombies in the way. Oh, maybe I can. Pick it up. We got it. We out here. We out here in the mix. I'm gonna go ahead and buy more KN-44 ammo as I reload my gun, and I buy more KN-44 ammo. It's not like a, would you? Butt. Big fat butt. You are a butt. Okay. I gotta say, I actually love this music, and I really do enjoy, like, just being able to kind of kick back, enjoy this. So, you know, I don't know if you guys are having a fun time or anything like that, but I'm gonna be real with you, I'm having the time of my life. Like, this is super fun. Like, this is super fun to just be able to be like, whatever. Not like whatever, it's more just like oh, this is fun to do, you know? So, I'm glad to be able to do this. You know what, hit me. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. You know, I really should stop actually using this weapon, because at one point I'm going to have to stop using this weapon, because I do want to actually try and, like, level up the rest of the weapons that are in this game, so I can get, like, all the attachments and stuff like that. But if I use the KN-44 so much, then I'm gonna lose my favorite gun, and I'm gonna have to use other guns. Ugh. You know. I don't know about you guys, but in this house, again, we stand the KN-44. Okay. Truly, we have no choice. I don't know if I actually talked about this in this video, but I think the vibe that I was going for, especially these kinds of videos, was definitely like a Saturday morning, you know, in your jammies as a little kid. You're getting up in the morning, not a care in the world, not a cell phone in sight. And you're actually trying to just like enjoy your bowl of cereal, watch your cartoons, you know, whether it be like fun little cartoons like Animaniacs. I've during this time off that I call, you know, the sickness and like, you know, not having a job and not really having like artistical outlet, I've been watching a lot of like TV and a lot of YouTube, and specifically I've been watching a lot of like old cartoons and like stuff that, you know, I used to watch a lot when I was a kid, or like cartoons that I missed as a kid. And so like Animaniacs was something that I missed as a kid because I think it was like well within, or it may have ended before um, I really started watching cartoons, because I was a mid '90s baby, and I think Animaniacs came out in 1993, and I don't remember like when its last episode was. It might have been like, well, I mean, it's a popular show, so like, I might be like completely imagining like how old it actually was, or like when it ended. But I never really watched it as a kid, but like I started recently watching it, and it's just such a blast. Like, it's so, I don't want to say it's ahead of its time, because it really wasn't, but I think it implemented nice. Big ol' nuke. It implemented a lot of almost like sketch show energy. You know what I mean? Like, where you had a bunch of ideas, like where you had a bunch of characters or like recurring characters that you use, but like their main goal was kind of the same. Like, you know, Pinky and the Brain. Like, Pinky and the Brain's continuous like goal was to take over the world, but you knew by the end of the episode they were going to fail. Like, you didn't know how, but you knew they were going to fail, you know? And so like, oh god, this is so good. We don't stand this kind of behavior. Oh. Yikes, dude. But you knew that like Pinky and the Brain was going to fail. Like, or Pinky and the Brain were going to fail. Like, they were never going to take over the world. They might have come really close, but it was kind of like, all right, let's see what wacky, crazy antic that, you know, Brain thinks is going to take over the world this time. And so it was that kind of like sketch show energy. It was kind of like, I don't really know what to compare it to, but it had such a cool energy to it and such a cool flow to it, that's almost like a timeless classic. And you know, it's such a nice, like, even today as an adult, like, I'm catching these jokes that like Slappy the Squirrel would throw out, and I'm like, that's such like witty, like, I don't know, like tongue-in-cheek biting comedy. It's just like, it's funny. Like, I like, and the stuff they honestly got away with in the early 1990s. Like, I mean, if you haven't watched this joke specifically, there is a joke where Yakko, Wacko, and Dot are detectives, and they're solving a mystery where the two hippos, it's Flavio and Marita, I believe. I might be wrong with that. If I'm wrong, yell at me in the chat, or yell at me in the comments and say, well, actually, if you're going to yell at me, first like, comment, and subscribe, and then yell at me in the comments. Just because, you know, you have to be kind with what you're about to do. But Flavio and Marita lost a diamond, and so, like, you know, they've hired, oh Jesus, this might be it. Nope. Big brain plays. No, wait, this is it, kids. Oh, thank God. Okay. I need ammo. I need ammo and a new gun. Oh God, oh God, oh God. And they're looking, sorry, I will finish this story, I swear to God. Really? You couldn't give me the new ray gun? You should give me a better gun. But they're looking for their lost diamond, and they hire Yakko, Wacko, and Dot as detectives, and so like they're looking around the crime scene, for evidence of hello friends. We stand our friends. We stand our friends. Oh god. Ooh, is this actually a good train spot? I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think this is a good train spot at all. Oh, it is. Wow. Okay. Maybe it'll actually will work. Oh, this is not a good spot at all. Oh my god. We stand our KN44. We stand our KN44. But a oh jeez. But Yakko, Wacko, and Dot are hired to. Oh god, this isn't good. Okay, give me. Damn it. Oh man, I'm out again. Okay, let me see if I can get more. Fuck. Ah, this is it. Oh, this is it. I don't think so. Oh, I gave up. Oh, I gave it up. Oh, fuck, this is it. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Cool, actually. Anyway, Yakko, Wacko, and Dot are hired, and they're exploring the. What the hell? Oh, that's it. I'm gonna finish the story. Yakko, Wacko, and Dot are exploring the crime scene, and they're looking for like clues as to who might have stolen it. And I think Yakko says something about like, you know, scan the scene for prints. And then Dot finds like Prince, the singer, the late singer, and Yakko's like, no, fingerprints. And then like Prince just turns and gives her a look, and they just look at each other for a second, and she looks at the camera and says, I don't think so. And like, no kid would have ever gotten that. No kid. But like, it is just the funniest thing to me that that's something that they got away with, especially within like the early 1900s or 1990s. It was like, oh, this is what we're allowed to say on, you know, on national television and get away with, you know. In all honesty, Disney would never, you know. So yeah. I don't know, it's a show that I've like really connected with, especially just because I have nothing pressing going on in my life. So that's not true. I don't have anything important like that I need to get done or something like that. Like I don't have like a job or anything to go to. So I've just been watching a lot of cartoons and kicking back and connecting with my childhood. So all right, I think I'm going to end it there. So again, if you like this content, if you're into this kind of vibe and everything, I know I've been online for 3 hours. Don't yell at me for it. If you like this kind of content, you know, give a high five to that like button, bro fist that subscribe button, and I'll keep dropping some more content like this. So thanks so much for going on this journey with me. I hope you had as much fun with it as I did. And here's a message that I want you guys to go with today. I want you guys to truly take one thing that is great that has happened this week. Write it down, or put it on some kind of piece of paper or some type of media, and just say, I'm really proud of this. So that way you can kind of look at it whenever you're feeling down or blue or glum or anything like that, and you're like, oh, wait, I did something really cool. So that way, you can remind yourself that you are a good person and what you do is good. Whether it feels like it or not, especially when we're in like really low points in our lives, it's hard to kind of remember that, what we do is good. And we are good people, and if we're not, the greatest of people because we made a mistake or anything, we're at least trying our best to kind of learn and grow and become better people. So take one thing that has happened throughout your week, one good thing that has happened, one thing that you are truly proud of that has happened throughout this week. Write it down and put it up on the fridge. If you don't have a fridge, put it up on a wall or something like that, and be like, you did something cool today, you know. Um, and remember that, because I think, you know, as I talked about today, it's really easy to kind of forget some of the cool things that we've done, and some of the fun things that we've kind of, I don't know, put to the wayside that we don't really recognize. So, again, thanks so much for joining me on this whole spiel. I know I usually try to keep these to about an hour, but you know, I went over a little bit, just because, you know, this is the first video, and like, again, who's gonna stop me? So yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Remember, you are all kings, queens, and non-binary royalty, and I hope you have a great week, and continue doing you and rocking some socks. All right, take care, guys.